Welcome back to Dicey Shores, where RPG dice determine my path to progressing through brighter shores. Last time we kind of got stonewalled on the main quest there. Unexpected combat grind reared its ugly head to the tune of 35 combat is our new goal. But to get there, we have to keep on rolling. So, without further ado, as a reminder, we have access to all 8 of the skills with the 7 of the 8 skills, the exception being rather Alchemist. So if we roll a 5, as a reminder, we're going to have to re-roll that, but hopefully we don't roll a 5. We rolled a 3. Comedic timing makes me kind of have wanted that to be a 5, but that's okay. That's back to Fisher. So not working toward our... Oh no. So unfortunately not working toward our combat goal, but working toward our next money sink of the level 2 fishing spear, which I need to remind myself we're actually doing better than I thought we were on cash, but definitely going to feel that. So I'm going to go bank all of this stuff and to be sold later, and which we actually that's a good point. Like, that is to be sold later. Oh, maybe we won't be as screwed on the fishing spear as I thought we were gonna be. He says, not actually remembering how much the fishing spear costs. Fishing spear, grade 2, 126. So we actually might be all right after selling things. Huh. Is money not a threat on this account anymore? Are we to the other side? It's beautiful. I mean, we're still going to be like absolutely draining our bank every time, but or our pouch every time, but that'll be cool. Maybe Chester Shores is dead. Rip Chester Shores. You know what? This is gonna age like milk when I have to go back there. But yeah. So unexpected grind to 35 just to fight the 2-headed bear and the main quest. Hopefully we can roll. I mean, it's gonna be tricky because as nice as it is to have a wider dice table, ultimately, the fact that there's more results available means that we're less likely to roll on the thing that we want to. But you know what? Like I said previously, it's all getting us toward our overall goal of fleshing out the Hope Forest skills. I believe we need a total level of... I'm just trying to remind myself here. We need a total level of, it seems, total level of 45 Hope Forest. Okay, so yeah, you know what, either way, we're going to be rolling for a while before we can progress. It's easy for me to forget after being spoiled by new content for the last like couple of episodes that like it did take us nearly 10 episodes to get to Hope Forest. So I need to remember that I'm gonna have to be patient. Definitely gonna have to be a little patient, but that's okay. Oh, I also did just remember that part of the reason that we're doing better on our money situation is because we have the passive gain from knowledge points, which is nice. It's funny, I was having this conversation with my wife today. We were out on the goal was to go out on a walk, because it was a gorgeous day. We were going to go to a park in our city, and on the way there, we were going to place a takeaway order to pick up like on our way at this bistro, and we found out that it was just randomly like permanently closed on Google. It was like, okay, like, you know, plan over. We need to pivot. And there was a conversation that came up where like we ended up wandering so far for food and then being like, oh well, you know, we might as well just go back to this one place near our house. And then I was like, oh, okay, and then we can go to the park after. And she was like, well, no, like, what would be the point? Like, we went all the way back, and it got into this, like, not argument, but, like, this discussion of, like, she was like, well, it's just inefficient. And I was like, oh my god, like, I feel like I'm talking to the real-life embodiment of a RuneScape player or a Brighter Shores player. Because she absolutely does not play these games. But, like, it just had me thinking of, like, okay, you know, I'm going to do this, like, merchant route, and I'm going to buy only from these stalls and sell only these things because it's the most efficient pathway. And it's like, she plays life like that. I play games like that. I'm inefficient in life. I don't know. I guess this isn't the most efficient example of an account, is it? A snowflake account. Hey, that's Gernard's. Nice. So that is level 14 Fisher. Gonna get that logged on the old spreadsheet, and then we are, wow, that puts us at nearly 80 total, which is awesome. So what are we rolling on next? Hey, there's alchemy. We have to re-roll that. Look, I remembered. Okay, we're staying at fishing. Cool. So where the Gernards be? I actually don't know. I feel like I should know this. I think they're over here somewhere. Rays are here. No, Rays are here. I'll figure it out. Wait, I totally did know this. I've been here before. I've been on the pirate area before when I was training Fisher on my main. I found the Gernards. We're good. I had Rays and Gernards mixed up and on positioning. So I just started messing around with my Steam Deck on like installing non-Steam games and working out how to do like the PC side of it to like enter it in desktop mode and install things, whatever. And I just started getting back into, I played this years ago, like for a little bit, but I just started getting back into Poke MMO, which is like, if you don't know it, it's like I think it's the first 5 generations of Pokemon are in it. Like the first 5 games are supported in it. It's like an emulator, but they don't give you the ROMs or anything for the Pokemon games. Like you have to supply them yourself, and they strongly suggest legally. So like legally supplied ROMs into your emulator, and that's how this thing has existed for like, I don't know, like 10-11 years at this point at least. But yeah, it runs off of, I think it's like Black and White. It runs off of, like, those are the ones that are required, but you can you can load in Fire Red, Leaf Green, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, like, and that's how you, like, when you make your character, I think you just select your starting zone basically, and eventually, like, later in the game you can go between regions and everything, which is really cool. But yeah, I've just been watching a ton of videos on it while I grind, like all like the MMO type things, and it is interesting because there's a lot of talk of like MMOs and like they survive based on like a sustained economy, and it like kind of took me back to the comments that I had made and some of the comments that you folks had made, and discussions that I've had in the Discord about like my opinion on trading in this game. And like I don't want to seem wishy-washy, but it did sort of like put it in perspective for me. I'm like, oh, okay, no, stop. Oh, I can't cancel the action. No, that's okay. I would have been on Gernard's anyway. Oh, and there it is, the fishing spear for 126 silver. We did get a KP drop, but we are going to need to sell a little bit of stuff. But I think we should hopefully have enough in our banks to afford this spear right now. But yeah, like, it did definitely put in perspective, kind kind of why player economy is important. And also, like, the fact that I've been playing 2004scape as well. I've just been playing a lot of, like, MMOs lately. Has kind of taught me, like, oh yeah, like, I guess because it's so much harder to grind certain things in 2004scape, and because I've been playing an Iron Man for so long, I did sort of forget how it felt. Like, I did kind of get a little bit out of touch, I think, with how it felt to have to, like, grind for resources and having the option to trade with people. And, like, mainly just I didn't have any money in 2004scape, and I really needed some armor upgrades because I was trying to do Dragon Slayer, and I just randomly, oh no, I had to train my crafting, and I was just making bowstrings, and I was like, well, what do I do with all these bowstrings? I was like, well, I guess I can sell them. I was like, I'm gonna see who's buying them, and, like, I ended up making, like, a decent chunk of cash from the bowstrings, and I was like, damn, like, I guess that would make sense. Like, it is sort of like an early hurdle when you play, like, an Iron Man, like, cash and everything, and like having that option, like self-imposed restrictions are good for the individual. Like, you know, if that's the way you want to play the game, that's what you want to play. But, like, not everybody wants to play like that, and it's sort of like, it sort of made me get it. Like, I feel like that meme from It's Always Sunny where it's like, I get it now. Like, yeah, like, I don't know. So why did I go here to sell my I went to the ingredients guide to sell my quartermaster stuff. What am I doing? Yeah, I don't know. Like, I get it. And yes, while there are shops in the game, you can only buy a single inventory at a time, and it's kind of a pain in the ass. And yeah, I think I get it. I think I get it. I'm gonna figure out what I can sell, because it's feeling like maybe I can't sell as much as I thought I could at this stage. Strength Arboret, we are never gonna make that again. So that can go. Boy, if I get this wrong, I will feel so silly. Oh, I guess I could just check the alchemy level, can't I? Yeah, okay. I mean, it says it in the bank as well, but just a nice double check to confirm. Oh, man, we're so close. What is that, 126 for the sphere? Spear? Yeah, 126. Cool. So hopefully this... No, that did not put it there. Oh, XP Hopeport. That's going to be level 4 resource. Strength Arboret, that's going to be the level 6. And then XP Hopeport is going to be level 4 as well. Yeah. Hopefully this gets us here. That should get us there. Some quick math tells me that's going to get us there. But yeah, like, oh wow, like, just. Actually, that was much closer than I thought it was going to be. But yeah, I get it, and I do think trading should be prioritized a bit higher than maybe it is. Because yeah, it's easy for me to say, like, oh yeah, it doesn't matter to me when I'm playing an account that doesn't trade and can't trade. Oh god, and we're gonna be at a fishing rod before you know it. Jeez, there's gonna be so much money sunk into this skill. Anyways, oh, that's level 80 total as well. That's awesome. All right, so let's get to rolling. We are still locked on alchemy, so 5s we will be re-rolling, but everything else is fair game. Just like combat. Nice. We are closer to fighting that bear. We get to kill more goblins. Whoa. Yeah, so I just happened to look in my Discord and I realized that that Valerie's Guild, Blades of Adathria, is doing their weekly gathering. That's awesome. Oh shit, Samuel's here. Samuel, what are you doing? Crazy guy. Look at him go. Oh, man. Shout out to Blades of Adothria. Shout out to Samuel. Look at him go. That's great. It's like I'm literally just watching videos on PokeMMO right now, and I'm watching Petruski right now, and he's talking about like how important community events are, and it's one of those like apt, like the timing of that is so like apt because of the fact that like Blades of Adothria right now are doing like their community gathering. Like I just love that even if it's something as simple as just like hanging out in Timberwell down there, like it's just so cool seeing like a whole clan of people in game just vibing, and like eventually as the game continues to evolve, like we'll get to see more stuff like that. Like I would love it if / when hopefully the profession chats are implemented. I don't think there's a timeline on that. I'm just saying it's something I know that's come up. It'll be really cool to have like group skilling things, like, hey, you know, we're all gonna like this week we're gonna work on like grinding out combat, and it's like, you know, you get to go fight your monster of choice, but you're in a clan chat or like a profession chat in game while doing it. So like even if you're in different zones, in different rooms, like you're still part of the ship, part of the crew. And I'm part of the dead. My god, I need to like pay attention while I am just yapping. I think I've actually like just thought of another thing with like player trading as well. Like that's how like these community events can kind of evolve as well. Like if you have like an in-game challenge, like something as silly as like, I don't know, like a scavenger hunt throughout like Adothria. Like if you track down like these 5 members of the guild, they've been hidden around like each of the zones and everything, and like the winner, the first person to find everyone, like you can trade them a prize in game. Like it's, yeah, like the more I think about things like that, the more my position on the whole trading thing has absolutely, like I'd like to say it's because I'm not big on MMOs, but like I've definitely played MMOs before. Like, you know, RuneScape when I was growing up, and like a little bit of WoW, a little bit of Guild Wars 2. ESO is probably the one that I stuck with the most outside of RuneScape, and like granted I wasn't engaging with the economy as much as other people were, and as much as I was in RuneScape, but like I definitely engaged with it. Like, yeah, I don't know. It is definitely more important than I think I gave it credit for in episode 6. I think it was episode 6 where I was getting spicy about it. I mean, my equivalent of spicy is like a declawed cat, which don't declaw your cats. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, in hindsight, it's kind of a cringy take, but you know, I guess, it's my opinion. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I think it was a little short-sighted for sure. And it's just funny, like the more that I engage with communities and the more that I like listen to things about MMOs, I get the importance of the economy in MMOs, and there can't be an economy without trading. So that makes sense. Definitely makes sense. Outside of MMOs, I have been playing the hell out of the Oblivion remaster. Just came out recently, like last week, I think. And my god, like it's so funny because outside of Brighter Shores, right now I am playing a remake of a nostalgic game from when I was growing up in Oblivion. I just started playing essentially an emulator of games that I was playing growing up in Poke MMO. I'm playing 2004 Scape, which is specifically the version that I remember playing as a child, around the time that I would have been playing Oblivion as well. And then I'm playing Brighter Shores, which is basically just RuneScape, but again, like, I am on full nostalgia tilt right now. Like, I am, like, and I mean, I've always been, like, a nostalgic person. Like, my wife kind of makes fun of me because I go back to the same, like, handful of games randomly where it's like, hey, I'm gonna play Sonic Adventure 2 again for some. I've been talking about it ever since the third Sonic movie came out, where it's like, I'm gonna replay it, and she's like, why do you keep there's so many new games that you don't play and that I want you to play so I can watch you play them. And I'm like, yeah, but what if Sonic and Shadow again? It's just, I don't know, I find comfort in old games, and like old TV as well from my childhood. Like, I am a very nostalgic person, I've noticed. Like, I always joke that I'm like due for my next Scrubs rewatch, because I have probably watched that series front to back like at least 3 or 4 times now. And like Dragon Ball Z and like Avatar: Last Airbender, like all the stuff that I grew up loving at different stages of my life. I've absolutely like revisited time and time again. I actually just started like randomly, like not seriously, but it was kind of like, oh, I was in a store and they had the first 2 volumes of it. I have all of Dragon Ball collected, like the original Dragon Ball, but I in manga form, but I don't have Z. I've actually never read Z. So I just started collecting that randomly. Like, I found the first 2 volumes. Oh, I'm dead again. Oh, I didn't die. Wow. I had like silently accepted that kill was gonna happen, but it didn't. But yeah, like, I want to read that. Like, even though I know the story, it's like, I've never read it. I've never consumed it in that way, so it's kind of nostalgic in that regard. There was something else. Oh, I need to finish collecting Walking Dead, because I want to say the first 20 volumes of it, and I think there's 32. There might be more. There's probably more. I don't remember. I just remember being like gobsmacked when it ended. But yeah, like, I like what I like, I guess. That being said, there are so many things that I need to check out. Like, so many, like, for years I didn't have a PlayStation console, so I missed a lot of stuff like Last of Us and Death Stranding and everything. And it's just like, I need to like slowly catch up on those now that, like, either A, they're available on PC, or B, I have them on is that a two-hander? It's so weak. Man, epic weapons really carry you for a while in this game. But recently I have been playing Blueprints, which is so fun but so frustrating. I hated it at first because I was like, oh, I'm like, I hate when I can't. I think I talked about this before, where like I will play a game and then I'll reset my progress and play it like the right way or the efficient way, like after I've like kind of toyed around with it a little bit. So with that one, the urge was so strong. Wow, that's a nice upgrade. Because I was so mad that I was like, oh, I can't solve this in the first day. Like, I'm screwing this up. And my wife was literally like, that's part of the game. You have to like kind of learn as you go and learn by failing and everything. I was like, oh, okay, I hate it. And then like the puzzles, like I love puzzles, and like that all like the dots started to get connected, and like I started to like write notes down and everything, and like it'll be funny because like one of us will be playing it and like we'll see something that we'll find something that the other hadn't found yet, and we're like, oh, I know what that means. And I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but like that helps me understand something that I didn't understand before. Like, it's just filling in the blanks is so satisfying. Like, man, that game is good. That game is so good. It's like it's like somebody made an escape room. Somebody went to an escape room and then they went home and played Betrayal at the House on the Hill. And they were like, I could make the sickest game out of this. Out of these two things. It's just so, it's so good. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. Yeah, Blueprints is probably the only new game I'm playing currently. 'Cause I don't consider Oblivion to be a new game, obviously. I mean, it looks new, looks gorgeous. The environments, the character models still look goofy as hell. And I love that they kept so much of the same like sounds and voice acting and everything. Like, it's so cool. It just like all the music and the voice lines and everything, it's so nostalgic. Like, it just, it's funny because I'm not great at the games enough to play on survival and play on really hard difficulties, and I'm not doing that with Oblivion. But something that I think I've kind of borrowed from a survival playthrough or like a hard playthrough is like, I have not fast traveled. I think I fast traveled once to like reload something because I could not find my horse. And I was like, okay, I'm standing next to this cave. I'm just going to fast travel to this cave so that my horse teleports to me. Outside of that, I have not fast traveled once in Oblivion because the environment and like the RP are just so strong with me right now. Like, it is just such a comfort game. I think it's because I've played it and I've beaten it. So there's no like rush to get to the end for me, and there's no rush to like play it efficiently. But like, I've just been absolutely immersing myself in the story or in the environment and like coming up with my own character's story. Like, I haven't done that since I was a kid. Like, it's just like I just randomly selected. I was like, I'm gonna be a bard, and it's like I'm gonna class into like full bard abilities, like illusion magic, all kinds, like short sword, blah blah blah. And it's like I have to kind of like fight the urge to pick up like the best weapon like when I see it, because it doesn't fit my character, and like I don't pick up every little thing because I'm not fast traveling, and so it takes me a while to get to places. Like, there was a point where I rode in between cities and I like just stayed at every inn on the road, and like I was like, oh yeah, like I am truly traveling right now. Like, I'm not fast traveling. I'm not going from like player owned house to player owned house. Like, it's just, oh, it's so nice. Like, it is just such a nice feeling. A game has not been that like comforting for me in a while, because I just played the hell out of Oblivion. It's one of those games that I definitely own like 3 different copies of, because originally I had it on PS3, and then when our PS3 broke, I got it on 360, and then the Game of the Year edition with all the DLC came out, and I got that on 360. And yeah, it's funny because it's one of those games that like my parents always saw that I was playing it. My dad would always walk in when I was lockpicking, and he was like, is this just a lockpicking game? And I was like, no, like I swear there's other stuff. I just keep lockpicking every time you walk in. Like, he literally must have thought it was just like a thief game. Which it can be. RP, Thieves Guild, all that. But no, I have been adoring the Oblivion remaster. And like, I've been following, so it was funny because I've been like, similar to how prior to playing Brighter Shores for the first time, I was really feeling the urge to go back to OSRS, and then I found out about this. I was feeling the urge to try and replay Oblivion, and then I found out about the Skyblivion modding project, and so I was like, oh, I'm gonna wait until Skyblivion comes out. I'm gonna wait, I'm gonna be patient, like. And then this game started getting rumored and like leaked and everything, and I was like, no way. And I'm almost certainly still gonna play Skyblivion when that comes out. But it just came out at like the perfect time. I was like, oh, okay, I'm ready to play Oblivion again, like hell yeah. But I love that, like, in the age of AAA studios like just doing mass layoffs and like absolutely awful working conditions and just doing like really scummy things. Like EA canceling the Titanfall game just happened, and like thousands of employees I think got laid off or something like that. Like just it's just one of those stories. It's one of those headlines that you keep just seeing, and so they all sort of blur together. So I might be getting some of this wrong, but like just awful shit. And in a world like that, you then see an article where it's like Bethesda gave all of the Skyblivion team like keys for the remaster. Like you can make a lot of criticisms of Bethesda, but like that's so nice. Like that's so cool. Like they are so supportive of their modding community. I mean, realistically, they know their mods like make their games. Like some of the greatest content in these series comes from modded content. And I'm not saying the games aren't good. Like I love the games, but no, I just, so nice to see. Like it was really refreshing to see. And that is 24 combat. So that gets us to our next goal of fighting grizzly bears. Not the two-headed bear that we're eventually going for, but we're closer. We're getting closer. But yeah, that solid equipment upgrades from that as well. We got some more leveled gear. I think the only stuff that's like pre-level 20 at this point, or level 10 I guess, is our epic longsword and our tower shield. But yeah, like we're getting there. And that puts us at 81 total, which is awesome. And I actually just realized we're 50 Hopeport. Nice clean level on 50 Hopeport. But yeah, that's where I think I'm gonna call this episode. Little bit of progress made. It's definitely slowing down. We're probably with certain skills getting to the point where I am going to be checking in probably a little bit less during the grind itself, and it's gonna end up being kind of like a montage of me getting levels. I don't know. I'm gonna have to put some thought into how to make that as interesting as I can. But that's where I'm gonna leave today's episode. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next one, and have a good one.